In this video, I'm going to show you my strategy to continue dropshipping during Chinese New Year's, even if there's no suppliers out there to fulfill my orders, and how you can do the same thing for your dropshipping store. In case you didn't know, the Chinese New Year is quickly approaching, and that pretty much means all of the factories, the suppliers, and the shipping companies in China are all going to be gone for vacation, and they won't be available to fulfill any of our dropshipping orders until around the end of February. And if you're currently running a dropshipping store or you're thinking about testing some dropshipping products during this month, you're probably wondering how in the world is it even possible? But don't worry, as I've said in the beginning of this video, I'm going to show you my current strategy that I do every single year, and you're going to see how you're going to be able to do it for your store as well. And before I actually get into the strategy, I think it's important to explain how dropshipping actually works in China. That way you have a good idea of how you can prepare properly as the Chinese New Year comes around every single year. So the way I kind of laid it out is between three different levels. Level one is the factory, and this is basically just a big warehouse that holds a huge amount of inventory for the product that you're selling. And then the next level is the supplier or your sourcing agent. This person is just responsible of finding the product and finding these type of factories that are holding a huge amount of inventory for your product. And pretty much as you keep getting orders on your store on a daily basis, your supplier is basically just ordering small batches of inventory from this factory, and they're ordering the exact amount to be able to fulfill the orders that you're getting on your store. So for example, if you got 20 orders on your store the day before, what your supplier is basically going to do is order 20 pieces from this factory and basically just help you sort all of your products, wrapping them up and preparing them for shipment. And then once your supplier packages and prepares all of your products, they will then hand it over to the shipping company, and then the shipping company is just going to receive all of those packages, and then their job is to export everything out of China directly to your customer's location. So because there are generally three different levels in the way dropshipping works in China, you also have to understand that these are all individual businesses that operate separately from one another. So as the Chinese New Year comes around, the factory themselves can decide whenever they want to leave for vacation, and same goes for your supplier, and the same goes for the shipping company itself. And these are just the general timelines of when each of those levels decide to leave for the holiday. So the factory, which is the people that hold a large amount of inventory for your product, they are usually the ones that leave the earliest before the Chinese New Year actually starts. So the actual day of Chinese New Year's is around February 9th through the 10th, but the factory itself can sometimes leave a few weeks before that. So this is why I'm giving a general timeline that the factory can typically leave anywhere between January 15th all the way up to February 9th. And because our supplier has direct contact with the factory, you're gonna have to ask your supplier to ask the factory what is the exact date that they're gonna be leaving. And this way you're gonna have a better idea of how long your supplier is gonna be able to continue ordering small batches of inventory from that factory to help you fulfill all of your dropshipping orders. And of course, your supplier itself also has their own time frame of when they decide to leave for vacation as well. So the good thing is most suppliers in China typically leave a bit later than the actual factory itself, and the general timeline is anywhere between February 5th through the 9th. Again, this is something you're gonna have to communicate with your supplier so that you can figure out how long you have left for them to continue fulfilling your orders. And then there's also level 3, which is the shipping company itself, which is typically gonna remain open a bit later than your supplier and your factory. So this is why I didn't really lay it out on the timeline here, because if the factory and your supplier leaves for vacation anyways, it kind of doesn't really matter what date the shipping company leaves for vacation, because there's not going to be anyone to give them the packages in the first place. So basically, once everyone has left for vacation, they're typically not going to return until around February 18th through the 20th. And then by the time they actually return to work and get everything caught up to speed, you probably won't expect anything to be shipped out until February 25th through the 30th. So now that you have a better idea of how dropshipping works in China and the general timelines of when each company actually leaves for vacation, here are some of the things that you can do to better prepare yourself to ensure that you can keep fulfilling your orders even when everyone's on vacation. So let's say that the factory that holds all of your products decides to leave for vacation earlier than your supplier. Then the ideal thing to do would be to pre-order some inventory from the factory. That way they can still help you package and prepare all of your products even while the factory is closed. And basically by doing this, it's just going to buy you a little bit more time so that your supplier can continue to fulfill your orders before they themselves actually leave for their vacation. But then once your supplier leaves for vacation, that would basically mean between February 9th all the way up to around February 25th through the 30th, they would still not be available to ship any of your orders. That's why the second thing that you can do instead is to pre-order your inventory and ship it to your supplier's warehouse in the US if they do have one. And as long as all of your products are stored in a US warehouse, your orders will still continue to process and be sent to your customers all throughout the month of February, regardless of Chinese New Year. And if possible, you can even look for other dropshipping suppliers that already have your product in one of their US warehouses warehouses, and then they can also still continue to process your orders throughout Chinese New Year's as well. And in case you don't have a supplier that has a US warehouse, or you have no idea who you can possibly work with, I would recommend giving Zendrop a try, as this is a fulfillment platform that I've been recently using for my stores, and they can pretty much source any products that you find off of AliExpress. And as long as you're processing a few orders per day on your products, you can still pre-buy inventory for your product and have it shipped to one of their US warehouses. But not only that, but Zendrop also has a full catalog of products that are already stored in their US warehouse, and you can sort their catalog by clicking here and filtering all of their products that actually ship from their US warehouse. And by doing this, you can basically just look around and see if they actually have the product that you are selling, and that way you will still be able to continue fulfilling all of your orders even when all of the suppliers and the factories are closed in China. So be sure to check out Zendrop down in the description below. If you do use my link, you can get 50% off plus $200 in order credits, and also a free pre-built store in case you don't already have a store up and running. So again, these are all of the strategies that you can use to ideally prepare for Chinese New Year. But if you don't want to put in the risk of pre-buying inventory, or if it's already too late to do so, and you're not able to find any supplier that already has your product in a US warehouse, don't worry, because I'm going to show you my exact strategy that will still allow you to dropship, and it's what I'm personally doing as well right now. So the strategy itself is not anything crazy, and it's simply just about being transparent to your customers and keeping them well informed. And the way that we're going to do that is by putting messages all across our store that are going to tell our customers that our products are back ordered and that we won't be able to ship their products until around February 25th. And another important thing that we can do to ensure that our customers are well informed is by setting up a strategic email flow using Klaviyo, which will pretty much send emails to customers that tells them about the situation and constantly gives them updates to make sure that we're not leaving them under the dust. So as mentioned earlier, the first thing that you're going to want to do is to go into your theme editor and add a few messages that will just notify your customers before they actually decide to purchase your product. So this is just an example store, and here's something that you can do. The first thing that I put is a message on the announcement bar itself. So if you go on the left hand side here, you can go to your announcement bar and basically just add a new announcement that says something like this. So I just said currently back ordered, orders won't be shipped until February 25th. And the next thing that you can do is just put another message somewhere near your add to cart button that once again notifies the customer that it's currently back ordered and it won't ship until February 25th. And the way that you can do that is by going on the left hand side, go into product information, and then you're just going to add a new text block right here. And in the text block itself, that's just where you're going to type in the message that you want to put. And once you've done that, the next thing you want to do is install some sort of email marketing platform such as Klaviyo, and I have a link available to download this in my description below. Once you've installed this on your store, it should look something like this, and you want to go to the left hand side and go to flows, and from here we're going to go to the top right and create a new flow. Then we're going to go to the search bar and type in delayed, and you should be able to find one of their pre-made flows, which is called delayed fulfillment. I'm going to click this, and then from here we're going to go down below and click create flow. And pretty much how this works is that it's going to pay attention to any orders on your Shopify store, and if it hasn't been fulfilled or has a tracking number for a specific amount of time, then it's going to send them an email that you see right here. But first, I'm just going to make a few tweaks to make this work effectively for your store. So first, I'm going to click this box right here, and instead of 8 days, I'm going to change it to 3, and we're going to leave this untouched and then click save. And pretty much what this means is that if it's been 3 days that our Shopify order hasn't been fulfilled, then it's going to send this first email that we see here. And the next thing you want to do is on email number 1, we're going to go to the top right and click these little dots, and then we're going to click edit. And then from here, you're just going to be able to edit your subject line, which is shown when the customer receives your email. And then from here, I would recommend putting the name of your actual dropshipping store, and then make sure to put your support email address right here. So for the subject line, I'm actually going to use the subject that was given to me with my ChatGPT prompt. I'm going to highlight it and then click copy, and then I'm going to paste it right here. And now that we set up the subject line, now we're going to edit the email itself. So again, I'm going to go back to what ChatGPT was able to create for me for email number 1. And basically in this email, it just greets the customer and just notifies them that the product that they order is on back order. And due to unforeseen circumstances, we won't be able to ship out their order until around February 25th. And then it goes on to explain that we're just a small business and that we're committed to transparency, and basically saying that the product that they ordered is well worth the wait. And then we also give them a link to our shipping policy page so that they have an idea of how long they need to wait once the package has been shipped. And then also reassure the customer that they can contact us at any time in case they have any questions or concerns about the order. So this entire email was created with my ChatGPT prompt. If you want to use my prompt, just go down in the description below. I do have it available for you guys. Otherwise, you can simply just ask ChatGPT yourself to help you create some of these emails. It's really not that hard. So what I'm going to do is just copy the entire email here. We're going to go back into Klaviyo. We're going to select this block, and then I'm just going to delete everything in here. And then I'm going to right click and paste what I just got from ChatGPT. And then I'm going to click keep text only. And then from here, I'm just going to make sure everything is properly spaced out so that it looks better. And once everything is spaced out, what I'm going to do is fix my shipping policy link. So I'm going to remove those little brackets that I see right here. And then I'm just going to highlight the entire URL. I'm going to make sure to copy it. And then I'm going to click this little link icon right here. And then I'm just going to paste the URL and then click apply. That way this URL is going to be clickable for the customer. And once that's done, the email is pretty much good to go, and we're gonna click save, and then we're gonna click done. And then once we're back here, you're gonna click this little drop down and make sure that this email is live and ready to be sent to the customer. And here's an example of what a completed flow would look like. So again, after the first 3 days, it's gonna send them that very first email that we just set up, but I'm also gonna send 2 additional emails. That way the customer can know that we're just an active company and that we're not leaving them under the dust. So I would recommend putting another time delay for 5 days before introducing email number 2, and then put another one for 5 days before introducing the last email that you see here. And basically these emails are just additional follow-ups that re-explains to the customer that the package is not gonna be shipped until around February 25th. And if you wanna make things easy, you can just use my ChatGPT prompt, which will generate all of the emails for you. And once you've set up that entire email flow, you may have some customers that might request to cancel their order. And another strategy that you can do is just offer them a 5 to 10% discount to try to prevent them from canceling their order. And if they decline that offer, you can also try to offer an even higher discount and see what they might say. So of course, this might impact your margins a little bit, but if you do decide that you want to try to dropship during Chinese New Year, this is just one of the small little sacrifices that you're going to need to make if you want to keep making sales for your store. And then once the Chinese New Year is over and you're looking for a supplier to fulfill all of your orders, once again, I would recommend giving Zendrop a try, as they do have a really efficient team and will be back to work sometime around the end of February, and they will be able to fulfill your orders within 10 to 12 days on average. And that's pretty much the entire strategy. I hope you did find it helpful. If you did like this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to this channel, as I would greatly appreciate that. And in case you need some one-on-one help in your e-commerce journey, I do offer consulting calls, so make sure to scroll down below, click the link, and see if I have any available spots left for the week. And also make sure to join my free Discord group and connect with like-minded entrepreneurs who are also doing dropshipping. And I also have a bunch of free content available for you guys to download that will also help you out with your ads in your stores. And with all that being said, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.